Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Okay, so today we continue for our second lectures is about the Revit user interface, the basic for the beginners when we using the Revit software. Alright, so we go to the next chapter, next page. Okay, when first you must to install first the Revit software. After finish the installation, the first page when you click the icon Revit and is a display like this. Okay, so, they have the project new on open. Okay, so if you want to start a new project, click a new, and then the Revit user interface display like this. Okay, so they have the home, insert annotation, modify, missing, inside collaboration, view and manage inside there, and upper there, and so on. And I hope you can explore every icon in this software. Okay, so they have the ribbon frameworks in the insert as like this. And then they have the contextual tab appear when they select instant star tools, element properties, type of selectors and option bar. Okay, this one. And then they have the application of the menu frameworks. Di belah tepi sekali tu dia have the project browsers. Kat sini kita boleh nampak we can see the level of the floor plan, ceiling plan berapa, and we can additional if you want to build more 10 level, you just update in floor plan level 1 to 10. Okay, they are automatic, and when you additional the level every level. Alright, so they have a 3D view, elevation, building, east, north, west, and south and west. This one is more for the elevation view. Right, left, front, rear. Okay, and then they have legends, schedules, families, group, and Revit links. Another Revit user interface is the info center, and the info center quick access toolbar, tooltips, context, and menu. Okay. Okay, the drawing area view window, this one. This is your drawing area window. And then they have the status bar. The function is when the upper loading site massive, when you open the file, dia loading, or you save, dia ada loading, dia punya percentage of the loading. Second, they have the option bar, contextual tab, and then they have the type of selector, contextual tab. You nak change apa, kamu dah set awal-awal wall, lepas tu kamu nak tukar wall kamu jenis apa, type apa, so kita boleh select dekat type selector ni. Okay, and ada view control bar, yang mana di video control bar ni dia have the scale, 3D, and auto pun ada kat sini. Okay, and then that's all for this topic. Another is a navigating view. Same like familiar with AutoCAD, is same like AutoCAD. You can change the top, back, left, right, front, and then they have a north, east, west, south. Okay, and then they have the steering wheels, like this, steering wheels, and then they have the navigator bar for zoom and real-time press control and hold scroll. So you navigator bar, kamu zoom the wheel, and press the control and hold the scroll. And then Guideline. Use the cursor tooltip to view the keyboard shortcut commands. Control the appearance. Press escape twice to revert the modified status. Same like AutoCAD, kalau kamu nak matikan commands, press escape twice. Use the project browser to click delete, change and between the twin layers, and read the hint and tip the status bar. We go through the next subtopic is Revit elements and family. Building elements are the building block of the projects. When you place an element in a model, the individual element is called an instance, an element type. Instance can be classified as a model, annotation, and view. The model. Elements such as a wall, window, door, and roofs that help in 3D representation the building design. Annotation, elements such as dimension tags, elevation symbol that establish context or add a supplementary information to document a building view designs. Another is a view, elements such as plans, elevation, section, 3D, and schedule that dynamically represent the part of the building model. Okay. The building element type, there are 5 categories of building element. First is a host element, component element. Number 2, number 3 is view element, 4 datum element, and last is a annotation element. When we open this page, example for the building element, number 1 is the host element. Okay. Number 2 is a component elements. Number 3 is a view elements. Number 4 is the datums, and number 5 is the annotation element. Okay, so we go through for the families. Families are the group of similar elements. The family integrated element that have the same parameter, identical use, and similar graphical representation. Every family can contain multiple types. Okay, so number 1 is a double glass door. Number 2 is overhead sectional glass door. Number 3, single flush vision door. Number 4 is the single flush door. Alright. So the family type is dia terbahagi kepada 3. First is a component family, in place family, system family. What is a component family? A family you can load into your project or create by using template. So dia dah ada, tinggal nak select only. In place family is special type of the component family specific to the project in which is create and edit. Yang ini in place family ni special type. Dia dah diedit ikut size. Ataupun dia size tu tak ada tapi kamu daripada component family kamu modify, jadi dia in place family. And then system family, a family that is predefined by the software. Maksudnya family that is predefined by the software ni maksudnya benda contoh the furniture tu memang dah ditetapkan dia punya size dia, tak boleh nak ubah, sebab dia dah ada harga, dan kalau kamu ubah stok tu tak ada, memang tak ada, maksudnya. Alright, so example for the family, family system, family wall, basic wall. Okay, type exterior, brick and CMU, and then instant actual user drawn and wall in the project. Guideline: familiarize yourself with the default content libraries in the software. When you modify a Revit element, save the family back to the library folder. Okay, so kalau kamu dah modify Revit element, kena save back to the library folder. Avoid clicking the element in the view so that you do not modify any element accidentally. Avoid clicking the element in a view. Move the cursor over the element to determine its family and type. So we go to the starting a project. Okay, starting the projects. A project is an entire building design and associate of documentation. It provides complete information about the various parametric and building component required and represent a building model in standard, dimensional, view and schedule. Okay, so number one is a plan view. Okay, number two is a elevation view, and number three is a 3D view. I hope you're familiar with the view. Okay, another project template. A project start file is based on the template that provides the initial settings such as the material and display setting. A project template enables you to start a project by providing initial conditions such as a default project unit and setting, the default building level and standard view, system families, wall, floor and others, and preload component families. Kat sini kamu nampak template yang ada. And you can use the following standard project template to start a project. First, they have a default. Kalau default ni for the new project, unless you specify otherwise. Commercial, for designing commercial structure, include additional level and view. Residential, for designing residential structure. Structural, for the using visible setting, preload families and view adjusted and structural design. And lastly, for the construction, for using view and preload schedule specific of the construction industry. Okay, so default project template. And the default project template is a standard template to create a new project with two level, 1 and 2 level. When you open the new project, memang dia akan bagi level 1 and level 2 only. Okay, so if you want to additional the level, you put you additional in this area for the level 3, 4, 6 until berapa yang kamu nak. It serves the default project unit, imperial elementary and load and subsets component families that you can use to create the building design. Okay, so Revit file type. Revit has three file format. Revit projects, RVT, Revit family, RFFA and template files, RTE. So familiar this area. Kalau project kamu RVT lah. Kalau kamu tadi ada pengubasan untuk families, RFA, ada template, RTE. Okay, so we go through for the vector raster data. You can use the vector data from the collaboration, use the CAD program or from the existing CAD file to create a building model, a detail or a topo surface. You can use raster data or image file as a background for a view as a sketch information to trace over when starting a building model or the logos title block. Okay, so you can import 3D model object as a vector data or import the raster image used as logo in the title block. Boleh daripada AutoCAD. And then we can create the topo surface. Topo surface is a three-dimensional site object defined by the point that can have different height. Topo surface hold different material definition and height and show the contour line. Okay, like this. Guideline. When you start the project using standard template file, use the side view to create the topo surface and the lowest level plan view to create wall and lowest level and building. When you work the multi-story project, define additional level for the floor, roof and top and exterior wall. When you start the building, a model begins with the standard template and then change it to the organization specific graphic standards such as line weights, line style, symbol and annotation. Okay, that's all for today. Itu saja. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.